Hello and welcome to another I Teach Stamping video tutorial. Now today we're going to break away from traditional stamping, but we're still going to use one of my favorite products from Stampin' Up! And this is our Big Shot die cut machine. We're going to be using it with fabric to make this cute little flower embellishment that you can either use on a headband, a gift package, anything that you want. So let's get started. We're going to be using one of my favorite dies ever, and this is our scallop circle die that has 2 scallops on it. I've got 2 layers of fabric on here, and remember with our Big Shot, with our Bigs machine, our Bigs dies, you can cut up to 8 layers of fabric at one time. Now I'm going to teach you a little trick. Before you run it through, take a piece of scratch paper and put it over the top. It really helps so you don't have any of the stray fibers. Just a little trick I've learned. And we're just going to run it through. Now for this flower embellishment, you're going to want anywhere from 8 to 10 of the big scallops. So here we're going to have our small scallops, and then right here we'll have our big ones. So I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to show you, once you cut out your big scallop, you're going to want to cut off some of your scallops. So let me find one that'll show up really well. So we're just going to take our scissors, and I prefer to use the Stampin' Up! Craft and Paper scissors, which is funny because I use these for anything but paper. So I'll use it on my ribbon and my fabrics. And I'm just going to cut off 8 scallops straight across. I did that ahead of time so you didn't have to watch me cut. Okay, then we're going to take a needle and thread, and it's just doubled over. And we're going to do a running stitch on these across that straight side that we cut on the scallops. And remember, this is on the bigger of the 2 scallops. So we're going to go through these, and it does not have to be pretty at all. Once you finish one, you can just start on the next one. Then after we get all anywhere from 8 to 10, on this one that I'm making right now, there's going to be 9 because I'm using 3 different materials, so I didn't want to have an odd number. So 3 different materials, 3 of each. So then I'm just going to pull to gather them. Now the tighter that you gather them, the smaller your flower is going to be. If you don't gather it as much, then it's going to be a lot bigger, of course. Okay, so we're going to do all of those, and then once you have all of them done, then you just want to tie off your stitch and wrap them together. So it's going to look like this right here. So see, there's still that hole in the middle. So with every stitching project, at least everyone that I make, there's always an ugly part to it, and that's going to be this center right here. So to cover it up, what we're going to do is take 2 of the smaller scallops that we cut at the same time. I'm just going to take the same needle and thread and knot it. Then I'm going to take 2 of the smaller scallops, and I'm just going to offset the polka dot just a little bit. And then what I did was just stitch these together, and you can just do a simple little X right over that. And then what I did on my red and black one is I put a white button in the center because I didn't even want to see my X. So now at this point in time, you can either leave it flat or you can gather it to have you know, a more layered, full looking flower. Alright, so that's how this one is going to be. And then, whenever I go to stitch this onto my final project, I would put this one on first, and then this one on top, and just catch it from the underside so I wouldn't have to go back up through my button. And that is all there is to making this beautiful floral embellishment out of fabric using our Big Shot and our number 2 scallop die. So for the rest of the project instructions on how to make this, you can look at www.iteachstamping.com. You can also order any of the supplies except the fabric. Oh, but here's a teaser. We'll have that coming up very soon too. Straight from my website at iteachstamping.com. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon.